What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at future star Reece James, and he is coming in at a whopping 425 on the Xbox and 480 on the PlayStation. Trait wise, we got early crosser. We have done his right back last week, so quite interested to see. I was more interested in the CDM. I feel like right back, there's just far too many people there now. There's so much competition in the right back role, and it's only one position. With a CDM, you can play him like CM, CDM, and there's multiple. You can go 3 in the midfield, some people go 4, you can go 2. There's plenty of opportunity to have a Reece James in your team. And obviously with the English nation, actually quite a nice thing this year. We've got a few decent English players that we'll go through in the overall into the FUTBIN review. Honestly, looking at some of the stats, pace-wise, I would like it to be a little bit higher. Obviously, I believe the stats are completely different. So we've got a decrease on the pace, we've got an increase on defending physical, we've got an increase on the shooting, we've got a decrease on the dribbling, and an increase on the passing. So it has changed at least. So he is like more suited towards a CDM now rather than a right back, which is good. I do like it. I'm not too sure if I do like the fact they've released 2, because if you've got the right back one and then you get the CDM, I know that you'll have a preference over which one you want and which one could go in your team. But the fact that you've got 2 of them, I'm not a big fan of that. Obviously, like the icons with the baby mid-prime, they are a hell of a lot harder to get. But the fact is, you can get these easier than an icon. They're still difficult. Like, don't get me wrong, I've only got 1 future star at the moment. Granted, not really done too many picks. I've done mainly the gold pack method. So obviously it is very, very difficult to get someone who is a big boy like that. In terms of other stats though, we've obviously got some shot power on him. Passing wise is decent. Everything's pretty up there in the 80s. And then obviously short pass is 90. Composure 82. I feel like it will skate by just about. Agility balance is looking alright. Reactions, ball control and dribbling, all average, I'd say. Then defending looks pretty nutty. Obviously, he's going to be one of the ones that can slot in the midfield, slot in the defense. Like, he'll come back and go in between the lines. I feel like he'll be like a Kante kind of thing. So I'm interested to see what he's all about. We're going to jump straight into it. Obviously, as well, physicals are pretty well as well. So let's jump into the gameplay and see what Reece can do. Reece James doesn't manage to get him there. Reece James, lovely ball. First thing he's done all game. Literally, the guy's just managed to go down the wing constantly. Reece, great challenge from Reece. Get it back to him. Turns it, gets a pass through. Oh, that's a splitting pass there. Oh, as Reece got it through. He's kept it on him. Beautiful. Oh, De Bruyne with a beautiful turn. Reece James has really not been in this game. I don't know what it is about him. He's not really, I don't know, he's not really got anywhere with the pitch. This is like the most I've seen of the ball. Oh, go on. Wow, he manages to get himself a goal, but he really hasn't been involved in this defense. I feel like people are bypassing him or just going the opposite way to him, to be honest. But great goal, to be fair. Let's find him again. I really liked that kind of movement. He likes his 1-2s, which is always fantastic. Let's go with Anthony instead. Now let's go back with Reece. He played really well to get that goal. See if we can find that through ball. He stopped. Why did he stop? You can find him, though. He's got a cracking pass on him. I do like that. And he plays with confidence. Like, I liked his right back, but I felt like there was much better out there. I feel more confident in a CDM role that he's actually going to do something. Reece again. Let's get him on the ball. Once you actually play it to him, he can do quite a bit. And we see the 1-2s. They're very effective against this guy for some reason. Get that ball control. Get him in. Oh, why has it gone to Cantona? That was a perfect attempt for Reece to get in. Really just got to get Reece into it. I don't know what it is. Everybody seems to bypass that CDM role now. I don't know why. It suddenly normally doesn't. It normally goes through the middle, basically. And then suddenly, I put Reece James in, want to get a review on him. Nobody goes through the middle. Everybody's going out wide and missing out big boy Reece here. But honestly, put the ball on him and he's absolutely away with it. Into Reece again. What can we find from him? He's just nice to be on the ball, actually. Does feel a little bit stocky, which I did find with his right back, but definitely plays the ball nicely as we get another goal. Assist from James. You love to see it. Get him on the ball again. What can we find? He's just nice at passing. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm finding with Reece. Obviously, he's got his defensive duties, but passing is beautiful. So going into the overall for my man, Reece James, honestly, like I said in the review, it just seems to be getting passed around. I don't know what it was. A lot of people normally go straight through the middle for me, but now they're going down a wing again, and it literally bypasses Reece every single time, whereas when you put him on the ball, he's actually very good. Even though the composure's only 82, I felt like he was doing really well with it. He pushed himself forward. He did very well in that midfield. Managed to get a goal, managed to get a couple of assists. I was very happy with him. Is he 400k? That is the big question. For me, I probably wouldn't go 400. I think his right back's coming in at 500. I don't know. I don't think I'd be willing to pay 400 for him. I think anywhere between, I'd say 3 to 350. There's my max for him personally, because there is other players out there. I can go get a Conte for literally like 105k. And he'll do just as good as a job. And he has the French link, obviously. In terms of the English link, like what I said at the start, you have got a very, very nice selection of players that you can go with. Obviously, we had Rooney. You've got Team of the Year Trent. You've obviously got a Saka future star that we got this week, which at the minute is completely extinct. I feel like I've seen a couple of him, but nothing really dropping down in price as such. You've got a Sancho, you've got Barnes, you've got Jones to link him to, you got Vardy, Rashford, then you go down even more, you've got a Henderson who you could go with. There is a lot of English talent that you can get this year that I think will be very, very nice for him to link next to, if we can get back to him, that is. But I feel like he is a certain player now that really can put into a team, and you can do well with him. If you went to just Chelsea alone, I feel like they've got a few nice cards with Informed Conte, which Informed Conte is coming at the same price. If that doesn't scream that you want to go get Conte instead, I don't know what will, because obviously you can get him in packs still, but very, very unlikely unless you are opening up a hell of a lot of packs. But Conte is coming in cheaper than him, and I feel like Conte for me is the better card animation-wise. Stat-wise, Reece James, obviously on the first glance, wins. It's an obvious one to look. The stats are higher. But in terms of animations and how well they play, Conte for me has been absolutely fantastic. You've got Werner to link him to. You've got a Ziyech. You've got a Havertz. You've got a Thiago Silva. And many more to come. But other than that, I feel like he's a good player. Obviously, you want the shadow on him, if anything. Does raise his pace up to 90 and his defending up to 96. And makes him into a 90 CDM or a 92 centre-back. I think if you went with 87, what does that make him? That makes him a 93 right back. So the right back card is better at right back. Do you know what I mean? Where you think you could use the CDM as a right back as well to clear up a space. Maybe you've got a right back that would play better in centre back or a kind of CM role. Obviously, the CDM is quite a nice version. I would prefer this one over the right back personally, because I do say that there is a lot of right backs in this game, and I feel like he will be better off there. Obviously, he has played 3 seasons of the game. I did and could get this from a bronze pack 2 years ago, which was fantastic. I think I got him once, and then there was another guy I got 3 times in a row, which is fantastic to get a team of the season out of a bronze pack, I'll tell you that. Obviously, a silver in FIFA 20, and now he's got 2 versions in FIFA 21 of future stars. Very interested to see the concept. Still don't know if I'm a massive fan of having 2 in 2 weeks as such, but we move with it. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Let me know down below if you are using Reece James, and which one would you prefer, the right back or the CDM. Let me know down below. Subscribe, like, and peace.